Well, flu season, as you know, is almost upon us, and our career and technology expert Kim McNicholas joins me this morning to talk about some great apps that might be able to help you limit the time that you miss from work and school, and also maybe save you a bit of money. Kim, you know, a lot of people when they're sick, one of the biggest issues that they have is actually getting in to see the doctor.
Right. You wake up in the morning, first thing in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, and, you know, the kids are sick or you're sick, and you have to wait until 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning to even get on the phone with the doctor's office. And even then, you're maybe third or fourth in the queue, and then even once you do talk to the receptionist.
There's no guarantee.
Right, exactly. And so there's an app called Doctor On Demand. You can see the video right there. And you can see a doctor anytime, anywhere for about $45.
I'll be darned.
Right? And all you have to do is download the app, enter your information, your symptoms, etc., your allergy information, and you have the doctor right there within moments, and they give you a diagnosis. I got sick on a Sunday. I didn't want to pay $100 to go to the emergency room, didn't want to wait in line at urgent care, and I was on the phone within moments with a doctor face-to-face to diagnose strep throat.
How did he diagnose over the phone strep throat?
Oh gosh, it was so awkward because she told me to actually put the phone up to my face with a flashlight and say,
So you're holding the phone there. You had to be thinking, what the heck?
Oh, it was a little awkward at first. You can even upload a picture to show a skin irritation.
And it worked. I mean, it was a good diagnosis.
Yes, it was absolutely perfect. And the prescription was at the doctor within minutes.
And the strep throat is gone.
Yes.
That's all that matters.
It worked.
So you can send in also your skin you mentioned, and that works as well.
Yes, and there's actually an app just for that. You can do it through Doctor On Demand, but if you prefer a little anonymity, First Derm allows you to be anonymous. And because it's anonymous, allowing you to upload the picture without, you know, telling them who you are, you get a diagnosis within 24 hours. It actually became known as the STD app. You send in a picture of the symptoms, and you're able to get a diagnosis anonymously. But they prefer to be known as a cancer screening app. 12,000 people die every year of skin cancer. And so they were saying that, you know what, if you get a screening or you upload a picture really simply, you're more apt to get a diagnosis.
And the name of this one again is?
It's First Derm.
First Derm. Okay, so keep that in mind if you have some skin issues or something like that.
Right.
Okay. Well, you know, these apps can obviously save people thousands of dollars in screenings, but what if you have to go in for a follow-up or something like that? You have to get an MRI, a CAT scan. Obviously, you're not going to be pointing your phone at yourself to do that.
There's no way. Not at least not
yet. Right.
But there is an app that allows you to compare prices, because I don't know if you realize, but prices can vary when you're getting lab services, when you're getting an MRI, and it could vary in really, really big ways by as much as 1,100%. I was on an app called Statum Health. It's in beta, so you have to actually request an invite to use it at this point. But they're allowing most people who do request it to get in. But for example, I went on there, and El Camino Hospital had an MRI listed for $4,700. That same MRI under insurance, $430 at Simon Med Imaging, which is within a 10-mile radius. It can vary that much.
That's amazing.
And people don't realize it.
Yeah. First of all, I'm surprised that the hospitals would release the cost of getting
they have to.
Like
they have to be transparent. They do.
Okay. Well, the difference of cost is just amazing. So these apps are really becoming helpful in trying to weave your way through this maze of medical health care.
Right. They have to be more transparent, because people are realizing now more and more that healthcare just costs way too much. And people want to encourage other people to go to the doctor. You want people to be healthy. You don't want diseases to spread really quickly. But even with prescription medication, there's so many people that don't take their prescription medication. It's a $300 billion problem. I mean, it's a huge problem, and so there are apps that will even remind you.
Found an app for that.
There's even exactly. There are actually quite a few apps that actually remind people to take their medication out there. But there's one in particular that I think actually works for people. It's called Mango Health.
Is this the one we're seeing here?
Let me see. That's actually, okay, so that's another one. That's actually GoodRx. So we'll get to Mango Health in a second, but this is GoodRx because I love this one. It allows you to compare the prescription prices. I don't know if you realize, like for your allergy medication, at Walgreens, it can actually cost twice as much as Safeway, which is right across the parking lot.
Exactly.
And so GoodRx, when you're in the doctor's office, allows you to pull up the prescription and have the doctor call in to the pharmacy that has the best price, and you can actually price them right there on your phone before you leave the office.
That's a great idea.
And they even have coupons on GoodRx.
Oh, do they really?
They've scoured the web looking for coupons, and people don't realize that there are coupons for their prescription medications, even if they are insured.
I had no idea.
And so once they do bring the prescription home, then there's Mango Health that actually will remind them to take their medications. And as I said, there are a million of those apps that you can set reminders to take your medications, but I think this one will actually work because it incentivizes people to take their medication by offering them gift cards or donations to a particular charity if they take their medication on a regular schedule.
You know, it really is stunning how many people don't take their medication because of the high price of prescriptions. I understand it's about 20%.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a $300 billion problem. It's just a huge problem because if you think about in terms of costs of additional medications needed, extra time, going to the doctor, and even trips to the emergency room. So it's costing us a lot of money.
This is really fascinating, that all of the information that you've found here that is just a click away.
And it is just a click away, straight from your smartphone, even many of them on the web. But you have GoodRx, Mango Health, Statum, and Doctor On Demand, all incredible apps for people to download.
It sounds fantastic, although I have to admit I would feel a little strange pointing the phone at my mouth with a flashlight.
But once you realize that it works,
yeah, exactly.
then you're okay
You get
the
over
next
it real
time.
quick.
Yeah.
All right, Kim, thank you.
Thanks.
We'll be right back.